Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's past the 30. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it. Hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Aggies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Bryant. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Rush is on him. Got his man out of the backfield. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. He's got his man across the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water.
He's got it. First down and more. There he goes. He's at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They just keep firing. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know...
There he goes! He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab inside the 30. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Aggies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle.
He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. All the way down to the 11 before he goes out of bounds, and this offense strikes quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Miami! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Getting Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Punts it out of the air. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find them an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year with that.
Going over the top. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This is like he's orchestrating a video game out there. I mean, he's right at 500 yards. He's a step or 2 or 3 ahead of any coverage he sees.
Or 12, Reese. I mean, this defense just doesn't have an answer for him. They've blitzed him. They've played zone coverage. They try to man up these receivers, but the end result is always the same. This guy right now is unstoppable.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Let's go, let's go. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that 1st down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. They'll run for it. Fouls through the defense. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Canes have taken it inside the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Second down coming up. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on its way. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. There's
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like